extracurriculars. And this is a great way to do that. And again, guys, it's only 1 week in the summer. Okay, so it's not like you're giving up your entire summer break to go to this. It's a 7-day program. I know a lot of you are busy. I know a lot of you have summer jobs, you've got vacations, you've got sports camps that you're involved in. I get it. I too was very active in the summertime when I was in high school. But as you can see, you're still going to have plenty of time for those activities. It's only 1 week. It's offered 4 weeks in the summer. So we have 4 different sessions that you can choose from. Okay, you choose whatever session suits your summer schedule the best. This summer, guys, we're running 2 weeks during the month of July. We're also running 2 weeks during the month of August. So you pick one of those sessions. I'm not going to go through the sessions right now, guys, but at the end I have a stack of applications here. I'll pass them out to those of you that are interested. And you can take a look at the weeks and see if it's something that you can fit in this summer. Okay? This is a program that, because it's so popular, ladies and gentlemen, we've had to limit it to certain grade levels, and I think you guys are aware of that. It's open only to 10th and 11th grade students. Okay, sophomores and juniors. Unfortunately, freshmen cannot attend, neither can seniors. So it's just 10th and 11th graders. And the reason being, again, because it's so popular, it's in high demand, we have a lot of students that want to go, we have waiting lists every year, so we've had to limit it to just those grade levels, okay? So if you are a junior in this room, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this would be your last chance to go this coming summer, okay? Because you'll be a senior next year, and as we just discussed, seniors cannot attend. If you're a sophomore, you have a little bit of wiggle room here. You can either attend this summer, or you could wait and go next summer after your junior year, but you cannot go both summers. It is just one summer or the other. So keep that in mind, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a local program. Okay, this is not something that we just offer to students in Fayette County. However, we do have a lot of participation from this area. I myself visit all the schools in the area. We have a lot of students that participate. But it's actually statewide. So not only will you maybe meet some people from this area that maybe that you know are familiar with, but you're also going to be meeting a lot of other students from across the state of Pennsylvania. We graduate right around 2,000 students each and every summer. All 10th and 11th graders, guys and girls from across the state of Pennsylvania. So you get a chance to meet a lot of different people. Not all 2,000 are there at once. I'll get into that here in a moment. But there's a lot of people, bottom line, that go through this. It actually takes place in central Pennsylvania. We don't run it right here in this area. So you're going to have to travel a little bit to get to this. It's actually held, it's right in the middle of the state. It's in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Home of the Little League World Series. For those of you who follow baseball or play baseball, that's what they're known for. Okay? From this area, I don't live here, I live in Erie, way up in the northwestern part of the state. It takes me about 4 hours to get to Williamsport from Erie. I would say from this area, you're looking at about the same. It's between 3.5 to 4 hours. Okay, so it's no more than 4, but it is a drive for all of us. Okay, but I have to say, guys, it's a nice opportunity to get away for a week. It's a chance for you to get out of Uniontown for a week in the summertime. You get out of the house, you get a break from mom and dad, you get away from brothers and sisters maybe back at home bugging you, and you live on your own for a week. Okay? It does take place, ladies and gentlemen, on a college campus. So not only is it a chance for you to get away for a week, but it's a chance for you to get a little taste of college life. I imagine many of you are considering college after high school. And I'll be honest, even if you're not, I don't care what path you may choose to take. Some of you are going to go to college. Some of you maybe you're going to go to a technical school. Maybe you're going to go to the military. Maybe you're going to get a job or a combination of those things. Okay? It doesn't matter what path you may choose to take. This is for everybody. But if you are considering college, here's a chance for you to get a little taste of it. Even if you're not considering college, it's a chance to live on a campus though for a week. Feel it out, get an understanding of what it's like living on your own, living on a college campus, living in a college dorm, having that sense of freedom and independence, even if it is just a week. Guys, now there's 2 colleges in Williamsport. They're in the same town. They're a mile apart from each other. They both host this campus, or host this program, I should say. You choose which campus you want to live at. They are known as Lyconian College and the Pennsylvania College of Technology, better known to some as Penn Tech. Or Penn College. Some of you maybe have heard of it. I'll tell you guys, just to give you a brief overview of the schools, of course you can go online and Google them and take a virtual tour, but just to give you a basic overview of the campuses, Lyconian College is the smaller of the 2 campuses. It's a small private college. It's a liberal arts and science school. Obviously, they're big in arts and sciences. But they offer a lot of other programs, hundreds of programs. It's a good school, very prestigious school in Pennsylvania. It is not big. Okay, their entire student body is only about 1,400 to 1,500 students, so it is quite small. but it's a very nice campus, very great, nice facilities and such. Now, the Pennsylvania College of Technology, or as I call them, Penn Tech for short, it is a bit larger than Lycoming College. It is also, guys, it's part of the Penn State system. Okay? Now, Penn College is not a branch, like Penn State Everly here in your campus is a branch campus of Penn State. It's not a branch, but it is under the same umbrella as Penn State. So students who go there actually graduate with a Penn State degree. I will say it is very modern. Their facilities are they're top-notch, state-of-the-art, and it is a bit larger, that campus. About 5,000 to 6,000 students go there. So you choose the campus, and that's where you're going to live for the week between those two campuses. Okay, you choose which one. You get there on a Sunday, you go home the following Saturday. So again, it is just 1 week. You may choose your roommates. So as you learn more about this, I'm going to explain what it's all about, what you do, all that good stuff. We're going to get into that. But as you hear more about it, if it sounds like something you want to do, spread the word. Okay? Encourage your friends to come along with you. You choose your roommates. Now the rooms, they're same gender, okay, they're not co-ed. Of course, throughout the week, you're going to get a chance to mix and mingle and hang out with all the different students that are there, sure. You'll have plenty of times and opportunities to do that. But as far as the dorms go, they're same gender. If you were to live at Lycoming College, folks, okay, the smaller of the two campuses, you're going to live in a basic college dorm, okay, and those accommodate, so you know, 2 students, so it's you and a friend. Okay, there are some suites available that accommodate 4 students, so if there's a group of you, we certainly can work to get you into a suite. There's not a lot of suites, and as you can imagine, yes, they're in high demand, they go very quickly. Worst case scenario, if we can't get you into a suite, we'll put you in rooms right next door to each other, or right across the hall. Okay? If you live at Penn College, guys, it is a little bit different. They actually have apartments that you're going to be living in, very nice, spacious apartments. They are air-conditioned as well, which is convenient in the summertime, of course. Within each apartment unit, there's 2 bedrooms. There's also a family room. There's a kitchen with a refrigerator and a microwave. Very nice. Okay? Those, so you know, guys, accommodate 4 students. Some of them even 5 students. So again, spread the word. I know not everybody could be here today, but it is truly open to any 10th or 11th grade student. So you're welcome if you wish to maybe pick up some extra applications to give to friends that couldn't make it today, you can do that. You're also welcome to invite students from other schools. Okay, again, we're statewide. The deal is this, however, keep in mind, they must live in Pennsylvania and they must currently be in 10th grade or 11th grade. As long as they meet that criteria, they can go. And that includes students who maybe are homeschooled. Maybe you know a student who goes to a private school or a cyber school. They're all eligible for this. So that opens up your pool of people. Okay? So, now for the fun stuff, guys. What are you going to be doing throughout this week, right? You know where it is. You know when it is. What are you going to be doing, right? You're actually, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, you're going to run a business for this week. You're going to run a company, okay? You don't do this alone, so I don't want this to scare anybody away. I see some faces come like, oh, I don't know. You're not doing this alone, okay? Now, I mentioned a little bit ago that there's about 2,000 students throughout the course of the summer who have time to attend this, okay? They're not, again, all there at once. Each individual week, guys, when you would be there, it's around 400 students, okay? So what we do is we divide those 400 students each week up into teams, random teams. Usually there's about 18 to 19 students per team. Okay? So again, don't worry, you're not going to be doing this alone. You're going to be teamed up with 17 or 18 other students, guys and girls, sophomores and juniors from across the state. Together, guys, you're going to run the company. You're going to become the executive management team. So you're the executives. You run the company. You manage the company. You're going to make all of the decisions for this company for the entire week. Your goal, your task for this week is to make your company come out on top. Make your company become the most profitable, successful, solvent business that is there by the end of the week when you leave to go home. So it is a competition, guys. Just like we find competition in the real business world. You know, Coca-Cola and Pepsi, McDonald's and Burger King, you know, just like they compete, you're going to be competing during this week. Now, as you may be wondering, what kind of businesses are these that we're running, right? It's not a restaurant. It's not a retail store either. It's actually a manufacturing company. Okay? Your team is going to manufacture a product, which is a big word. It basically means you're going to produce and sell a product of some sort. Just like the Ford Motor Company, they're a manufacturing company. You know, they produce and sell cars and trucks. So that's the type of company that you are. Ladies and gentlemen, you and your teammates, You're going to design the product that your company's going to sell. You're going to create a product that your company is going to sell. Design something from scratch. Everything about the product is designed by you and your teammates. The shape, the size, the different color choices you want it to have, all the little features, little gadgets that you want it to have, you design it. Make this product be what you want it to be. Make it do what you want it to do. You're in the driver's seat. You're creating the product. Now, I can give you some examples. Again, every year it's a little bit different, but last summer, believe it or not, we had teams design things like skateboards, backpacks, shoes, different clothing items if you're into the fashion industry. Believe it or not, I had teams design sunglasses. I had other teams that designed toothbrushes. I had teams design cell phones, digital cameras, MP3 players. Just to name a few, those are a few. There's many others. Can't think of them all off the top of my head here this morning, but to give you an idea, those are some of the products that teams designed last year. That's what they created. And you create your product. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to come up with a name for the product. You're going to build a little prototype, a little model of your product so people can see what it looks like and how it works. You're going to elect one member of your team, maybe many of you sitting here, okay? One member of each team is going to be elected as the president and CEO, the chief executive officer. Basically the boss, the bigwig, the person who's in charge, who's going to oversee the company for the week. I gotta say, guys, great leadership opportunity. For those of you that want to take on that challenge, that responsibility, lead your team for the week, here's a chance for you to do so in this environment. Be elected as the CEO of the company, okay? Guys, you are only there for a week. It is only 7 days. But I must say, it's very realistic. Okay? In this 1 week, guys, you're going to be making a lot of the same decisions that real business executives make in the real business world. For example, you're going to set up, guys, your own budget. You're going to be in control of where your company spends its money and how much you're going to spend. As we all know, it's not free to run a business. In order for businesses to make money, get that cash flow rolling in, they have to spend money on things, such as advertising, employees, materials, and so on and so forth. As the executives of this company, you're going to be in control of all that. You're going to decide where you spend the money and how much. You're going to decide how many employees you hire, what you're going to pay them. And speaking of this product that you've designed and are going to sell, what's the price of it going to be? What's the selling price? What are people going to have to pay to buy your product? You set all of that. Okay? Another key component to running a business that I know we are all familiar with, that you also are going to be overseeing during this week, is advertising. Here you are, guys, you designed a product. You've got to get the word out about it, just like real companies do. We call that advertising. That's how you're going to familiarize people of your product, right? How much it costs, how it works, where people can purchase it. So during this week, guys, you're going to create a campaign to advertise your product. Believe it or not, you're going to make your own webpage. You're going to make a 60-second TV commercial. You're going to make a 30-second radio spot. You're going to design big billboard ads like you see along the interstate, newspaper ads, magazine ads, even business cards, all advertising that product. So as you can see, guys, yes, it's very realistic. Not only that, guys, I mean, there's much more to this week. Those are just a few things. But guys, just for the few things I've mentioned, okay, not only is it very realistic, as I just stated, but guys, there's a little bit of variety. There's a little bit of something for each and every one of you, for all of your different interests, for all of your different talents. If you're a take charge, leader kind of person, you could be the CEO of the company, as we spoke about. Or maybe the vice president, or one of the managers. For those of you out here that are big math whizzes, maybe you're into accounting, you're into number crunching and statistics. You like to analyze numbers, you like to make them balance, make them work. Hey, if that's you, then you're probably going to want to oversee more of the financial side of the business, right? Doing the pricing and all that sort of stuff. Okay? Maybe you could be elected the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer, the person who is in charge of that entire division. Okay? Another leadership opportunity. On the other hand, for those of you out here that are thinking math, numbers, that's not me. Bear with me, guys. Remember, we spoke about advertising. this stuff, right? You don't do this in one day. This is throughout the week. Okay? And again, you're not doing this alone. You're in a team with 17 or 18 other people. So you got plenty of hands on board to complete those tasks. Guys, you do have free time every day. Okay? It's not a set time every day. Every day is different. Okay? But you'll have a lot of downtime, social time, free time to hang out with the students that are there. Your friends that go with you and hang out with the other students that are there from across the state. The nice thing about these two college campuses, they are not in session in the summer, so the college students are not there. Okay, when they end their semester in May, they leave the campus. So you guys essentially become the college students, you take over the campus, and you'll have access to everything. So during your free time, you're going to get to use things like their fitness room, their weight room, their gym, their pool. Of course, there's basketball courts and soccer fields and game rooms and lounges and computer labs. You get to use everything. So you get that college experience, guys. Some social activities people often wonder and ask. We do have a pool party one night. We have a dance at the end of the week. There's a barbecue. There's an ice cream social. We have volleyball tournaments that we do every day. We have a debate we do in the afternoon if anybody's into speech and debate. We have a trivia bowl that we do if there's any trivia buffs out here or if you're into academic decathlon. We have a stock market activity. One of my personal favorite activities that we do is a junk activity. Yes, junk. It's kind of like Junkyard Wars or BattleBots, if any of you have ever seen those shows on TV. It's a riot. It's a lot of fun. So, guys, just different things that you can see. You're not cooped up in a classroom all day. Like I said, it's not like school. You're not in school for, in class for several periods a day, rotating when the bell rings, taking quizzes and tests and worrying about grades. It's not like that. As you can see, it's hands-on. You're moving around the campus. You're meeting different people. And as we just said, using the facilities that are there. One of the other really big highlights of the week, and there's so much stuff, guys, I don't have enough time to get into everything, but one of the other really big highlights of this week, if you talk with any students who went, are the speakers. We do, guys, I have to say, we bring in some phenomenal speakers. I'm not going to get into all of them, but just to give you a little heads up, if you will, this one gentleman that you will meet this summer if you participate in this, his name is Rob Armstrong, okay? You've probably never heard of him. You can Google him and look him up. Guys, he's a cartoonist. He has his own comic strip. It's a syndicated comic strip that's in newspapers all over the world. It's called Jumpstart. Some of you maybe have heard of it. You're going to meet the guy. Not only are you going to get a chance to meet him and hear his story, but you're actually going to get a chance to see him in action. Up on stage, we cover this entire wall with white paper. We leave a bunch of markers up there and everything. By the end of his presentation, the entire wall is completely covered with cartoon characters, caricatures, comic strips, you name it, he'll draw it. I mean, it's out of this world. I can't even draw a stick figure and make it look good, and he's up there drawing Fred Flintstone and SpongeBob and all sorts of different things in just like seconds. It's amazing to see this guy in action, and you'll get to see him for your own eyes this summer as well. And afterwards, if you want, you'll have an opportunity to go up and meet with him, maybe get a picture, autograph, shake his hand. Many students line up, hundreds line up to go meet with this guy afterwards. He's fantastic. So just to give you an example of one of the speakers, okay? Now, guys, as we go along throughout this week, at the very end of the week, Friday, is your last full day with us. Okay, you go home Saturday morning. Friday evening before the dance, we have our awards ceremony, our awards banquet. Okay? I gotta admit, guys, this is the moment everybody's waiting for. You've competed, you've worked hard, you've run these companies, and that's when you get to find out who wins. Okay? Now, I'm not going to go through every single award here today. You're going to hear about it if you attend. But what I will give you a little heads up on, guys, our most prestigious award of the week. Okay? One team takes home this honor, and this would go to the team that is the most successful company, the most profitable, solvent business of the week. And if you're in the top company, aside from getting the bragging rights of being the champions and getting the trophy, so to speak, every member of that team gets a share of stock in a major U.S. corporation. You're going to be presented with an actual stock certificate from a company. It is going to be signed by the CEO. It'll have your name on it. It is real, folks. It is worth money. Yes, it's yours. You're going to become a shareholder. You're going to own a share of a company. You do with it as you please. Like I said, it's yours. Maybe down the road you decide you want to sell it, maybe you want to trade it, maybe you want to buy more shares. You do with it as you please. But we at least get you started. It is just one share. Okay? We have hundreds that we have to purchase throughout the summer for all of our teams. But it's a nice start, and I know it's definitely something that students enjoy receiving and hanging on. on too. A nice remembrance of the week. But the other nice thing too, guys, everybody graduates. Guys, this is not pass or fail. Okay? Yeah, some teams get recognized, they get prizes and things like that just for maybe doing a little bit better or something in a category. But regardless, you all graduate. Okay? Every single student will receive a graduation certificate. You're going to get a t-shirt, there's backpacks, water bottles, keychains, different things. Nobody leaves empty-handed. And guys, might I add, if there's anything that you take back and take away from this, and I always stress this in all the schools that I go to across the state, if you attend this week, hang on to your graduation certificate. Well, I realize it's a piece of paper and a lot of people are like, what do we do? You know, what am I going to do with this? Again, well-known program, #1 in the state. It's actually the largest program of its kind in the world. It is known. So incorporating something like this into those college applications, those resumes, as we stated earlier, it really is a nice addition to those forms. I'll be honest, I've been doing this for 14 years. I've seen this program open doors for students getting into college, getting scholarships, getting internships and things like that. So hang on to it. You know, many times, people think, students often think, and I know I did, I was in this boat when I was in high school, I thought it was all about grades and GPAs and SAT scores when applying to college. And while, guys, they are important, given, we know that for a fact. That is not the only thing that colleges are looking at. I'm going to be honest, guys, maybe you know this, so I'll give you a little hint if not. I'll be honest, guys, more and more colleges these days, in addition to looking at those numbers, those grades and stuff, they're looking at your extracurricular activities. Guys, the more activities that you can get involved in, the better. Okay? And I know a lot of you are involved. Many of you are active. I see you on the news, read about you in the newspaper. Many of you play sports. Okay? Many of you are in clubs. Many of you do community service work. Many of you have a job, a part-time, full-time job. I applaud you. I commend you for doing those, getting involved in those different activities. All I say too, with regard to that, keep a log of those activities. So that when you're seniors and you're submitting those college applications and you're looking for scholarship money and things, you have that nice, lengthy list of extracurricular activities backing you up. Like I said at the beginning, you need to find a way to make yourself stand out. You're going to be competing against many students. They can't accept everybody, guys. They can't hire everybody when you apply for a job. So you need to find a way to make yourself stand out. And tell these employers, tell these colleges why they should choose you. Okay? And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't just stop at the end of the school year. Things that you can get involved in the summertime, programs like this, can make you stand out as well. Many times even more. Let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, not every 10th and 11th grade student in the state of Pennsylvania, maybe some of you here today, not everybody's willing to take a week of their summer break to do something like this. I get it. And not everybody's willing to do that on their time in the summertime. But let me just say, guys, look at that from a college's perspective. Taking a week of your summer break to go above and beyond, to step out of your comfort zone by going to something like this, 4 hours away from home, living on a college campus, meeting hundreds of students from across the state that you didn't know. Not something everybody's willing to do. So a college is going to look at that and go, wow, this student's motivated. They're willing to take a risk. They're risk takers. They're willing to try something new. Like I said, going above and beyond. So, again, great way to make you stand up. Here's an example too, guys. True story. My neighbor went through this program. He went 4 summers ago. Guys, his senior year, he submitted his college applications, just like many of you are going to do. He actually wrote his essay for college on this week. Of all the things he could write about, he chose to write his college essay on this week. Boy, did he stand out. They were so intrigued by his essay, the actual dean of admissions at the college contacted my neighbor directly. Not one of his assistants or counselors or whatever, the dean of admissions contacted my neighbor directly. They spoke on the phone, it wasn't long, maybe 10 minutes max, but the purpose of his call was to invite him to the campus. Okay? Wanted to meet him personally. About a week later, my neighbor drove to the campus. He pulled into the visitor lot, there was the dean of admissions there to greet him. The dean of admissions put everything to the side for the day. He walked him around the campus, gave a personal tour that morning, treated him to lunch. Okay? Again, spent the day there. Long story short, guys, my neighbor that afternoon when he left the campus, he had his acceptance letter in hand. He was accepted on the spot. He was offered over $40,000 in scholarship money. He's a student there right now. He's at Pitt. Okay, and I also want to add, guys, his major, let me add this, his major is not business. as a lot of you might be thinking. Yet, yes, he did this. You know, a lot of you might be sitting there, and a lot of people think this when I speak in a lot of other schools. People think it's just for students that want to go into business. It's not. His major is engineering. Okay? I know a student right now who's at IUP. His major there, criminal justice. He went to this. I know a young lady at Duquesne right now. Her major, nursing. She's going to be an RN. She went to this. I know another one up at Slippery Rock, studying elementary education. Went to this. So I guess what all I'm saying, guys, is keep an open mind to this. Okay? It's not just for people that want to go into business. It's for every single one of you, regardless of what career you want to go into. It also just gives you an idea. This is just one example, as I stated with my neighbor, but it also gives you an idea, guys, of how something so small, like 1 week of your summer break, how it can open doors. You know, I mean, yeah, this is an extreme case. You got over $40,000. I'm not saying everybody's going to get 40 grand and get accepted into their, #1 college pick. But guys, the more things that you're involved in, the more you're going to stand out. It goes back to what I was saying at the beginning. So think about it. Okay? Now, I know we all want to know. Sounds great, Michelle. Sounds great. How much is this program going to cost me, guys? It's free. Okay? Let me explain. Okay? Let me explain. Many of you are familiar with the Everly Foundation, right? They're big supporters of this. I know they're very active in the community here in a variety of different ways, but they are also very committed and involved in this program. That they are actually paying for you guys to go to this, okay? Every single student that attends this from the Fayette County region, from all the schools, is given a scholarship. Okay, guys, this scholarship pays for the week. Okay, it pays for example, all of your food, which the food at the college is catered. They have their own caterers. It's buffet style, all you can eat, 3 meals a day. It's all paid for. I know our bellies are grumbling, right? We're ready for lunch. You're getting ready for it. Room and board, whether you're in an apartment or a dorm for the week, depending on the campus you choose, it's paid for. Okay, all the activities, materials, sometimes we even take field trips. It's paid for. Guys, to give you an idea, okay, let's put this in a little perspective here. For one single student to go to this, one student, it costs right around $1,500. But you don't pay it. I know, I saw some people like, gasp when I said that. No, you don't pay that. You don't pay that, guys. That's what the Everly Foundation is providing for each of you to go to this. Out of this world. Take advantage of it, guys. Every single one of you that goes gets that scholarship. Okay? Now, here's what gets even better. Typically, 99.9% of the other students across the state who go, they have to pay a registration fee. Everybody who goes gets a scholarship from other businesses and organizations in their areas. Okay? But everybody's responsible for a registration fee. However, with the exception of you guys. The Everly Foundation is actually covering that cost for you guys as well. If you read the application, the registration fee is usually $235. That's usually what people pay. But again, you don't pay that. The Everly Foundation is covering that. Guys, if you add it up, $1,500 scholarship, the $235 registration fee, the Everly Foundation is paying almost $2,000 for each of you. That's a huge commitment. So this is what they're doing. Okay? If you want to go, and I'm going to get into the application process and everything, but basically what you got to do is you're going to put a $50 deposit down. Once you show up for the week, complete the week, you're going to get the $50 back. Okay, but they're doing that because they have a lot of money invested. They don't want people to sign up and say, oh yeah, I'll be there, I'm going to be there, and then when the time comes, you're a no-show. That money went to waste. So they want to see a commitment from you. So by putting that $50 down and showing your commitment, and once you're there, you're going to get it back at the end of the week. So it will completely be free for you when all is said and done, but you just have to put the $50 deposit down. You're going to see if you pick up an application there's a bright orange colored sheet in your application talking about that special offer. By the way, guys, that offer is only offered to students in Fayette County. If you're going to get friends to go from other areas of the state that don't live in Fayette County, they have to pay the full $235. That is only offered to students in this area, just so you know. Now, if you are interested, let's get right down to it, guys. What do you got to do to apply? What do you got to do to sign up, right? You're going to want to pick up an application, guys. not pay anything up front. You're not going to submit the $50 initially. So even if you're kind of on the fence, you're not sure, you're kind of teetering, I don't know if I want to do this, maybe, submit the application. You have nothing to lose. You do not submit any money up front. It's not a contract either. So if you submit this and later on you decide you don't want to go, you can back out. Okay? But don't wait, guys. Refill up quickly. Okay? As you're going to see, our early bird deadline is March 7th. Okay? That's next Friday. That's our statewide deadline. Guys, you've got to get your applications in quickly. I recommend getting them in by next Friday. Okay? The sooner the better, because we are filling up. Okay? And I want to make sure that you guys get into the weeks and the campuses that you want. The application, guys, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but just to point out, it's very simple. It's self-explanatory. It is a front and a back. It'll take you probably 10 minutes max, so it's simple. I just want to point out on the back, there are 2 short essays that we need. Okay, those are, it's all about you, so it's not like you gotta go do research or anything like that. We're talking 2 or 3 sentences. You can handwrite them right on here, or if you prefer to type them up and then staple it to it, you can. We also need at the bottom a signature from you and a signature from a parent or guardian. So make sure you take this home, talk it over with the folks back at home. They will need to sign the application. Okay? Once the application is completed, you need to bring it back to school. Okay, Ms. Baker, are they turning the applications into you? Okay, you're going to want to bring the application back to school, turn the application into Ms. Baker. Okay, she's going to be collecting the application, or if you want, you can turn it into your guidance counselor. That would be fine too. But I think it might be best maybe if we all turn them into Ms. Baker, because she worked really hard to coordinate for me to be here today. I think it'd be good for her to keep track of all the students, from the school that are going to be going. Either way, okay, but that's my recommendation. Now, once you turn it into Ms. Baker, she will need to sign off on it. Okay, she may need to consult with your guidance counselor and/or your principal. Here's the thing, guys. If you go to this week, you're representing the school. You're representing Uniontown High School, the district as a whole. As you can imagine, their reputation's in the line. They want to make sure that they're sending students to this program that are going to represent the school well, the community well, the administration well. Okay, so assuming your counselor and principal deem you a good representative of the school, they'll sign the application. Okay, as long as I have their signature and it's complete and it's in within the next, again, week and a half or so, guys, by March 7th, we should have no problem getting into this. Okay, it's not always that easy. Last year, come the end of March, we were completely booked. 2,000 spaces were completely filled. We had 1,800 students on a waiting list last year that didn't get in. So really, the sooner you can get these in, the better. Again, do try to get these in by next Friday, March 7th. Okay? Also, we're wrapping up here, guys. I'm going to take some questions here in just a minute. One last thing I want to mention, guys. Lycoming College and Penn College, again, are the host campuses. You're going to live at one of those campuses during this week. They offer their own incentive. Okay? Let me just say really quickly, guys, I do not work for the colleges. I personally did not go to either of those schools. I'm not pushing them in any way. We just run our program there. I can tell you that they are good schools. I've seen students who've gone through this one-week program and ended up going to those schools. Others who have gone elsewhere, but bottom line, guys, if you attend this week, both Lycoming College and Penn College will give you automatic scholarship money to their school. Now, you may wonder how much, right? Penn College, the Pennsylvania College of Technology, will give each of you who attend this program, whatever week you go, whatever campus you live at, Penn College is going to give you an automatic $8,000 scholarship to their school. $8,000. Whatever program you want to take there, they have hundreds. You take whatever program you want. It's $2,000 each year for 4 years. And that $8,000 is above and beyond any other scholarship money or financial aid that you may receive. So this money can be piggybacked with other money and scholarships that you receive. In terms of Lycoming College, now again, as you may remember, I mentioned they are a private school. Typically, private schools cost more money, right? Taking that into consideration, should you attend this program, again, whatever week you go, whatever campus you live at, they're going to give you an automatic $20,000 scholarship to their school. $20,000. So it's $5,000 each year for 4 years. Again, major whatever you want, whatever program. Again, piggyback that money with other scholarships. That money is only good if you go to those schools respectively. In other words, you can't take that money and transfer it somewhere else. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately. But I will say, I know students, like I just said, who've gone there and taken advantage of that money. I know students who've gone elsewhere. Although you can't transfer the money, guys, you can still use it to your advantage. And use it as leverage, use it as a bargaining chip when you're applying to other schools to try to get some money from them. And I've seen that work to other students' advantages as well. So it can work to yours too. But guys, that's pretty much the down and dirty of this program, okay? A lot to take in. It's a lot to consider. You guys have been a wonderful audience. I do appreciate your attention. We're going to get you out of here in just a minute. I would like to just offer, are there any general questions that I can answer for anybody? One thing I realized that I did miss, and I want to add in real quickly too, guys. We talked about that fee and everything. You do not submit the $50 with the application. I know I mentioned that. So, again, if you're going to get this in by next Friday, we don't need the money. All we need is the application. The fee doesn't come into play until later on, and that's only if you decide you want to lock in your spot at a later date. Transportation is what I didn't cover. That is up to you. Okay, we are statewide, so we do not provide busing. So you may drive yourself if you wish. Some of you may have your license in a car, you can. I'll be honest, the majority of our students carpool with their friends. The majority of additionally, some of our students get dropped off by parents or relatives. Okay? If you can't find a ride, let me know. Contact me. Again, my name's Michelle. All of my info's in the brochure if you pick it up. Again, we have a lot of students from this area who attend. We certainly can help to arrange a carpool for you with some other local students if that's an issue for anybody. So we got time to work out those details, but again, give me a call as we get closer to summer. We can make those arrangements for you. The dress code for the week, guys, as people sometimes ask, is very casual. It's t-shirts, shorts, we want you to be comfortable. It's summer, you're playing volleyball and moving around, doing different activities. At the end of the week, I mentioned the banquet, in which that is just business attire. It's nothing formal. It's just something other than jeans and shorts and sneakers and flip-flops, a nice pair of pants and a shirt or something like that. Okay, but it's nothing formal. That's just the one day, the one evening there. You may bring cell phones. I get asked that a lot. You can bring cell phones. However, again, keep them limited to just use during free time, meal times, down times. Obviously, if there's somebody up on stage, you're not going to want to be there and talking on the phone.